A rattle or something.
That guard sheep.
Maybe. But why would a nursery rhyme be on it?
I don't know. Because it's from a foreign country and they're weird.
I just like to know how people think.
I don't ever think. You know that? I don't ever think.
Is that the picture of that little boy you just showed me?
Yeah.
You know whose picture I thought that was up there?
Gary?
Gary.
Yeah.
He used to have a picture up there that kind of looked like that.
I thought it was Gary's baby picture when I looked at
Looks like a lot
it.
like Gary.
Because I'm telling you,
That's
with Serenity.
exactly what I said when I saw it the first time. That's how I knew
Well,
what you
ever
were going
since
to
I
say.
got here, I thought it was Gary's baby picture.
No, it's not Gary's baby picture.
It's funny how pudgy he was when he was a baby. Huh? He's so skinny now.
I know.
That's how Kyle was too.
He was a fat little
I
cow.
think they look that much alike.
Kyle or Gary?
But from over here, it looks like Gary's baby picture.
They look alike to people who didn't raise.
His hair looks like that. Something about him looks like Gary.
His eyes are close together.
That's probably what it is. Well, now we know where that came from.
Darren?
Well, that's side of the family anyway.
No, Darren's Gary's father.
Oh.
Oh, Maggie, I don't know if I can talk to you anymore.
It's better than Philip being his father.
Why?
Well, at least Darren
He's
can
just
support
as
himself.
retarded as both retarded.
Well, Darren can support himself.
Well, still
That's
alive.
gross. That's just gross.
Hanging by a thread.
You having a baby with Darren is just grossing me out right now when you think about it.
It's a gross
Like,
thought, isn't it?
It is, really.
Somebody had a baby with Darren now, so.
There's a lot of hard up people in the world, you know.
He's retarded.
last time I saw him, we were living in
They get
Bakersfield,
together, you know.
and he was at Hometown Buffet by himself. That was, what, 7 years ago?
Yeah, he's going a lot.
Sitting at Hometown Buffet, and I was like, oh my god.
Darren?
Yes.
Good place for him, hometown. They go out of business. Him every
He
night.
was, well, my grandparents love to frickin' talk after they eat. Drives me nuts. My grandma will sit at a table for 3 hours drinking frickin' coffee after you eat, and it drives me crazy.
I would too if I could smoke.
Well, yeah, but that's my thing, is I want to go out and have a cigarette after I eat. My grandma's just sitting there sipping on her coffee. But he was there the whole time.
Oh, yeah, eating, huh?
He was there the whole
He loves the
time.
buffet.
I was like, holy crap,
When we
they
went
should
to
have raised the
Santa
price.
Cruz to see him, he took us to a seafood buffet.
Oh.
And he saw food made. It was a seafood buffet, and it was like, man, can you pack away some shrimp or what? He told Brian he's lost 100 and some pounds.
You'd still have to lose like 100 and some other pounds to be normal,
I know.
right?
He said,
Well, that's
been riding
half of
a bike,
Uh-huh.
and I said, is it like a
Three-wheeler.
stationary bike, or is it a bike that goes on the road? Because if it's on the road, all I see is Darren and two wheels. No seat, just wheels and Darren.
He really does smell like ass.
It smells like ass tomorrow.
I
Yeah.
used to hate when he'd be here when we get out of school. It's so
Oh,
mean.
God.
When's your dad coming home?
All the time.
He was scary. I wouldn't even come over here after a while. I'd wait till you guys got
You know
home.
why? Because he just yells.
Yeah, that's all I ever did. You know.
That's why
You left your poor little baby at home.
my poor little baby. He made Gary cry because he made Gary go
When
see
we called him
Barney.
Uncle Buck.
Dad did. We went to Mule Days, and Darren came and babysat, and my dad was asking, well, who's going to watch the kids? And we said, oh, Darren's coming. He goes, you have an Uncle Buck watch the kids for the weekend? I swear. I said, oh, yeah, I guess we are. Yeah, he made Gary go see Barney, and Gary cried.
Why?
Because he hated Barney. He didn't want to go see him. Dana and Darren made him. Made him have a picture taken with him and everything. I hate Barney.
No, I just remember not coming over here for a little while. Then you'd see Brian pull up, and his hair all flying out of the car. And then you'd be like, oh, I can go hang out with this again.
Yep.
Or we'd play outside and just get out of the house.
That's what Gary did. I didn't even come in the house, Mom.
Oh, God.
I dropped my backpack off on the porch.
Yeah.
Stayed outside.
We've done that quite a few times.
Gary said the same thing about Eric, though, too. He didn't want to go over there anymore, either. He's like, I want to stay home alone. I don't want to go to Eric's anymore.
What did Eric do to him?
Eric was just plain mean to him and Amanda.
You know, but I was trying to figure it out today. And what do you think that a 3.5, 4-year-old can actually remember about their childhood when they're older? Or what they can, like, internalize? Yeah.
I think it depends on
I
traumatic.
can remember when I was 2.
Because my mom had a really abusive boyfriend when I was like 7, and Amanda was like 3.5. Right before she met Eric.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that's part of the reason why, because she's always been really closed off even before Eric was around.
Could be. She doesn't want that to happen to her. If
I'm
she
sure
saw
not.
him,
No,
like, did he beat your mom up, or?
Yeah, and us.
Oh, and you too?
yeah.
Yes, she probably did.
That's what I was
Yeah,
wondering,
that's-
if maybe that's what...
That's probably exactly what it is.
I remember in the beginning, Eric would try, like, he even took me out and bought me, like, baseball and basketball cards because he wanted us to, like something.
Mhm.
But I really wonder if that's why Amanda just has always been that way.
But he was mean to Amanda.
He was mean. Not
Like-
saying he wasn't mean,
like-
but...
When he'd say, can Amanda stay here because me and Kyle are going to get something to eat?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, doesn't Amanda have to eat? She can eat when her mother gets home.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he wasn't nice,
And it
but
was like,
I was able to,
Oh my
like,
God.
shrug him off easier
we
than
were
she was.
older than her and just could handle him better, and she was just so shy, and
Yeah,
That
that's
has got a lot to
reason.
do with it, too, is the personality of the kid.
yeah.
Well,
how
because
they
Amanda
handle
used to be, when she was little, she was so funny. Then my mom started dating that guy for like a year. Then she met Eric. 'Cause Eric lived right next door.
And I think she probably missed her dad.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think Dave not being around and then having this abusive guy being there and wondering what the heck happened to my dad
Yeah.
and why is this guy here beating up my mom and my sister and me
Yeah.
and he ain't even my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
That would be really confusing to a little kid.
And then Eric comes along and
He's
he
not.
ain't much better.
No.
I mean, he didn't hit her or anything, but he didn't
No.
do anything
Yeah.
is the problem. He
And I
didn't pay any attention to her.
was joking with her today, and I was like, "You want to go have lunch with me and Eric? If you go, he'll be so shocked he won't even say a word to me because he won't know what the fuck to say if you're there." And she was like, "I'm not going to lunch with him." Like, darn. But Chloe talked so much that I didn't even hardly have to talk to him.
Oh, you went to lunch.
She
with
wouldn't
him,
shut
didn't you?
up. Yeah, Chloe was like, "Uncle Kyle's dad." So she kept calling him, "Uncle Kyle's dad."
They call my dad, the guy who lives on City's farm.
Really?
One kid.
One kid.
Who
Who is it?
Real little.
Who was it? Olivia.
Yeah.
That guy that lives on City's
There's that
farm.
guy that lives on Cindy's farm.
Yeah. And they keep it going, though. Oh, and tell that guy that lives on Cindy's farm we said hi.
Yeah.
That's funny. Stuff like that sticks. Like
Mhm.
boo.
Like Boo.
Boo.
That came from Kyle.
Yeah.
Not being able to say Brian.
Yep.
Hmm.
Boo.
And he's been Boo ever
He was
since.
so cute when he was little, wasn't he?
He was cute.
I wouldn't even recognize him if I saw him.
I
know
know you
I
wouldn't.
No, because I didn't even recognize him.
You didn't?
No,
He was tall and
he
skinny.
doesn't look
and-
anything like he did.
No, he was always so cute. It was,
No, yeah.
Now he's gangly and
has the long,
Doesn't-
shaggy, not long, like, nice hair. Like, Gary's hair looks nice, but Kyle's is, like, just hanging over his ears, and, yeah. And he never wears socks. Drives me. I'm like,